Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Audio.etc. Today I am doing a install video for this awesome Toyota 86. We'll be replacing the stereo, the front speakers and the rear speakers. Nothing huge, but the main reason I want to make this video is just because I love these cars. They really are a beautiful piece of machinery, and I do think I would like to buy one of them one day. So I'll have a look at what I can do with it and try my best to make a decent sound system out of it. These really are just so beautiful cars. Look at that front end. Diffuser on the back. Alright, enough banging on about it, let's get it into the workshop and get stuck into it. So at the moment it's just got the factory Toyota radio, factory front speakers, factory rear speakers. We'll be replacing all of that with some new and improved Alpine and Rockford gear. I really like these seats as well, they're really comfy. As far as bucket seats go, I've sat in a few bucket seats before, like in Nissan GTRs and things like that, and they can be quite hard and rigid feeling, but these are actually quite comfortable, I must say. Right, so brief overview. We'll be doing an Alpine CDE W265 EBT as for the new stereo, Alpine SPR 60 Type R components for the front doors, and then some little Rockford Fosgate prime 4 inches for the rear, just to give them a slightly nicer sound coming from the back. So I'll probably crack into the head unit first, get that down out of the way, and then work my way from the speakers from the front to the back and try and document some of it as I go. Okay, got the wiring done, microphone and aerial wired up, head unit mounted. Let's chuck it in and see how it looks. Demo off.
On Mark.
Okay, time to take the door card off and put some speakers in the doors. One Toyota speaker with a plastic magnet. Look at that. That will work. And it's about pretty much the same height as the factory speaker, so that's going to work well. Bit of foam tape to space it up a wee bit. Will help too. Okay. Hey, there we go. Speaker mounted onto the tweeter on the top of the dash. Okay, time to put the tweeter and crossover up on top of the dash there. I've already taken the cover off which houses the factory tweeter and optional mid-range. I've kind of already started a wee bit. The factory tweeter literally just popped out of this plastic mount, and the Type R one actually pops straight back in, so that's bloody good. It just, you know, it's almost like it was made to fit in there. It is still a wee bit loose though, like it can rattle a wee bit, so what I'm going to do is put just a few tacks of hot glue around it just to secure it up and make sure it's not going anywhere. And then I will mount the crossover in under there somewhere where it's out of sight. The other thing I have to do is these 4 wires, 2 of them are the input wires and 2 of them go to the woofer. For some reason when they were designing the sound system in this, they made it so that the sound goes through the tweeter and back out of it to the woofer. So when you have the tweeter disconnected, the woofer doesn't go. So all I have to do is solder the positives together and the negatives together, and then those wires to the input side of the crossover, and obviously back out to the tweeter. Alright, into it. So all I'm going to do is just put 3 tacks of hot glue on here, just around where the clips are that hold it in, and that will just secure it. Can't really see it through there. I already know what wires I want, so all I have to do is cut them, twist them together, solder them, hook it all up. I'm going to set the tweeter output on these crossovers to -2 dB, just because I've already listened to it on the right hand side with the tweeters at 0 dB, and it was quite loud just because they're facing up against the windscreen, so -2 dB seems to be a wee bit of a better level. It's got an adjustment here, you just move the piece of plastic down a notch or two. Done. And of course, no Type R install is complete without the Type R stickers. And there's the new factory mid-range. Now all I've got to do is figure out a way to fit a 4-inch woofer into there, because this I'm pretty sure is actually a 3-inch 6-tone. So I think I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut off this corner here and then put a couple of screws holding it on there. I highly doubt that I'm going to put these factory 2.5-inch tweeters back in, so there should be no problem with cutting this and putting a new speaker in. Okay, so I got it mounted. Just had to cut a couple of pieces of metal off the bracket. I've just used a couple of M4 nuts and bolts to hold it on there. It's definitely not going anywhere. And I've soldered on the factory plug, so that should just plug straight in and be good to go. Let's have a look. Okay. So that'll just go there, that'll go there. Okay. There. This one there. Should just plug on. Good to go. Okay, so I've finished the Toyota 86. Really happy with how it's all turned out. Just a quick rundown. Got the Alpine CDE W265 EBT in the dash. I've matched the colour of it to the dash lights and everything like that, so a nice orangey glow. In the doors there we've got the woofers for Alpine SPR 60C Type R components. And then I've got the tweeter mounted up in the tweeter pod under the dash up there, and obviously the same on the driver's side. In the back speaker locations, got Rockford Fosgate R14X2s, so just prime coaxial 4-inch speakers, just to provide a wee bit of better rear sound fill. That's pretty much everything I've done with the car today. I would like to do more, but the customers are happy just to keep it relatively simple. And oh my god, I'm so in love with these cars. I want one so badly. I've already pretty much figured out my entire sound system that I would put in one of these, and I am looking at buying one relatively soon. This is just the the G spec, like the real sort of basic coupe version of it, I'd be looking at getting the GT with the facelift and everything like that. Differences, obviously the engine side of things. The GT has driving lights, it's got seat heaters down here usually, and a digital heater display and a push button start for the engine as opposed to a key start. Other than that, there might be a few other features and things like that, but that's pretty much what I want to get and want to do up and go all out with. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much done with this video, guys. I appreciate you watching it. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and see you next time.